Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all recognize this center panel, the center console. Dodge Avenger, all right? Now this was, I don't know if this was towed in or not. It won't go over, it won't move, it won't go over 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. Yeah, and the little flashing lightning bolt is on. I'm thinking, from what I'm told, yeah, all kinds of lights on. What I'm told, somebody had this car had a throttle body code and somebody replaced the throttle body. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the throttle body on most of these products have been revised, rebuilt, redone, everything. So, if you get a new throttle body, especially OEM, you're gonna have to redo the wiring. Okay, the connector, the wiring harness that go to the throttle body will have to be updated as well. All right, which means you're gonna have to cut the old harness out and go in with a new harness. Now, from my understanding, they brought it here so we can initialize it, or not initialize, reset ETC. This is a electronic throttle control system, guys. There's no more throttle cable. There's no more gas pedal pressing and the cable transmit movement to the throttle. None of that. It's all electronically controlled. So this has the ETC setup, electronic throttle control. All right. So from time to time, that would mean, and matter of fact, let me say this: that would, if you have electronic throttle body, you're gonna have to have an electronic accelerator pedal, right? So yes, it is electronic as well. No more TPS, no more yeah, things like that that relates to throttle. All of that is going. You can no longer go under your hood and rev your car up. Yes, those are out. So if for any reason you replace a throttle body, that throttle body have to be learned to the car, to the accelerator pedal, to the engine, a lot of things, guys. I want to say it's called initialized, but it may not be called that. It may just be relearn the electronic ETC. Okay, yes, that means you just essentially marrying the throttle body to the car. So this was told over here for that to happen. All right, and that's, I used to think, maybe I'm wrong, but every decent scan tool have that capability. But I don't know. People told their stuff to the shop for stranger things. So I'm going to pot up my system and try to do just that. Now, when you do an electronic throttle control, it's going to come back pass or fail. I don't know what I'm going to find, because I don't know if it's going to pass or fail. All right, I'm talking too much. So let me get out, grab my pod, do this. I'm going to need my device to actually go through this procedure, so I will not be able to film that part. But I'll come back and talk to y'all after I'm done with that. All right, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. That is a no-go. This thing failed. So what we need to do is, let's go outside. I didn't think it was going to be that simple. Sometimes you can get lucky, get a real simple job. Sometimes you will not get lucky, and you will have to deal with stuff like this. So as far as this throttle body, let's go under here and see what is it. Oh, so they did replace it. Oh man, hold tight, guys. Now, oh guys, yes, this is the one that required. Yes, guys, if you don't, now based off the fault codes that I'm getting, I'm gonna show a picture, run a picture by these fault codes, because I'm seeing open circuit, shorted the ground, shorted this. I want to think this damn thing is simply wired wrong, guys. You got to be careful with this, guys. I'm a big firm believer in the dealer connect, wiring connect, that shows the connector and the wiring, okay, as opposed to, now it's going to come with instructions in the box, so a lot of people go by that. The very first one I did, it was wrong. The wiring colors didn't match, and what they told me to send wires to did not match, so the car never left. It's not that it came back, never left, because I couldn't get it to program. Here's my thing. They got it, I guarantee they got it wired wrong, guys. So I'm gonna go talk to the customer and see. And first, I'm gonna recommend that we just simply rewire this thing the right way. Now, JT, how you know it's wired wrong? Because I'm basing it off the codes I'm getting. All right, and I know it's easy to do. If this guy, I don't know who did it, but if he could be a good electrician, he could be a type that follow instructions. Like I say, it's not his fault, especially if he followed the instruction and it's still wrong. The instructions are wrong. So if you get one, guys, just be careful. Try to pull up the diagram manually off the computer. That's what I'm going to do. So let me pull up, load up, and grab the diagram and see what is wrong. All right, stay tuned. I'll be right back. So mainly what I'm trying to do is try to compare this with the actual diagram off the database. Okay, I don't know how or if this, I don't know how this happens, but it happens to a lot of guys here in the shop. Talk about bringing us down to earth. We think we're doing everything right, wiring and soldering, just to find out we got a couple of pins off. So let me get on the computer and figure out what I need to do, guys. All right, guys, here we go. I have this is the paper that I got out of a new box. Now this is showing a connector of the new wiring harness, right? This picture here that I have put up on the computer is the old. This is the one we're getting rid of. All right, so one thing I see off the bat may be a problem. Like if you look at the wiring diagrams on here, cavity 1 is K124, pin 1 K124. Now let's look at 2 on the old one, K922, supposed to be in pin 2. On this one, K922 is at pin 6. So I don't know if they got these. That's why I had to pull this up. Now I can go to the car and make sure it all makes sense. All right, so let me do just that, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let's compare what they have to what it's supposed to be. According to this, pin 1, which is, we're gonna make the connector look like the picture. Pin 1 should be a dark blue and a gray wire. All right, pin 1 is this one on the end, this one right here. Let's trace this all the way down to right here. Now, dark blue and gray, is that dark blue and gray? Yep, looks like pin 1 is right. Okay, let's go to pin 2. Should be dark blue and green. Here's wire 2. Wow, guys, that's going to, can y'all see that? That's going to brown and light blue. Going to pin 2. No. Pin 2, dark blue. What is GM? GM. That's not right. Green, maybe? Dark blue. Hold on. Brown and dark blue should be on 6, guys. And that's on the end. So what's in 6? Oh no, green and brown, guys. Yes, they got these two. Oh, dark blue, dark brown, or dark blue. Might be dark blue. They got these two mixed up, guys. All right, let me finish. Let me do this. All right, this ain't right. Yeah, I knew it was wired wrong. I just got to find out which ones. Hopefully they didn't get them all wrong. But we gonna fix it, guys. Stay tuned. I pretty much got it all figured out, wrapped up. I had a brain freeze for a minute, so instead of cutting these and splicing them to where they're supposed to be, just simply open the connector up and bring out the pins and just put them all in the right space like it's supposed to be on here. I did find 3 wrong, and I found 3 in the right spots. So that's where we're at, guys. Now I should be able to initialize or relearn the ETC, and this car should be wrapped up. So let me finish this. So because I cut 2 wires before I thought of this, I have a little work to do. So I'm gonna have to solder and heat shrink to heat shrink tube this up. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, guys, there you go. I have set or relearn ETC. Look at that, no lights. Got my throttle back. I can now rev over I don't know, I can now go over 30 miles an hour and rev over 1,000 RPM. Like I say, the ETC was off whack. It was wired in wrong. Y'all saw that. I got it all straightened out simply because I went to Dealer Connect. Now, what I'm thinking, they went off the connector. That might have been an aftermarket throttle body, but it doesn't matter. They went off the connector and based that. It's 6 pins on the original connector. They just pulled them out one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and they went back in with the new connector that way, or they wired it in that way. Doing it that way is wrong, guys. That's why I literally had to go to the wiring diagram and find out where circuit K22 or something like that, where it go. Does it go in pin 3, pin 4, pin 5? I will not know until I got that information. I got that information, wired it correctly. Yeah, they're good to go now. So I am done, guys. What's the moral of the story? I guess, like I say, the job is fairly easy. Replacing a throttle body is easy. Wiring in or splicing in a new connector is fairly easy. The only hardest part about it is making sure you're wiring it correctly. Yes, that's a task in itself. So that is an important task. Yeah, so you really got to get that part on track. I got the car fixed, guys. I am happy to deliver the car. That's a wrap. That's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching.